WinTOTO advanced tutorial. Today I will continue my tutorial on WinTOTO Viewer part 4. Last tutorial I finished until the NG filter with bonus. So I will continue with history filter. What is history filter? History filter is that you want to filter away numbers that already hit in the past. You can control the filter like that. For example, okay, for easy understanding, okay, I will pick the result that just came out. Okay, let's say these are the 3 results. Let's say you have selected this number to view. Just an example. There are 17 numbers. Wow, 17 numbers is quite a lot. Why not I reduce to lesser? Let's say 12 numbers. Okay, 11 numbers. So if I do a full view, there will be $231. Correct? 462 tickets. So if you put a history filter, you say, okay, I want to exclude those number that hit 6 times before without bonus, main number. If any of these ticket generated had ever hit the jackpot, I don't want to buy. So I click OK, I do a full view, okay, yes, then you see there are 2 tickets reduced because obviously these 2 are the number that hit 6 number. So this is what it means by the history filter. Usually if you want to save money, or 50 cents or 10 or $1 is important to you, you should click either 6 number here or maybe exclude those number with bonus. Then you click OK, you do a full view, yes, then you reduce a few dollars. This is one of the ways to reduce the history numbers. This is the history filter. The next filter I want to talk about is a dynamic group filter. Okay, assuming that I select the number again, example, and just anyhow select some of the number. Okay, and then you use the dynamic grouping. This dynamic grouping, before you use, you must do analysis using this display dynamic group statistic. You do a study on this one and see what kind of how many numbers you want in each group 1 to group 5, how you define your grouping. Okay, in the viewer, if you click on it, the computer already set 3 numbers in each group for you. You can modify this to the number of to your value. Okay, usually you tick here so that all will be ticked, and then you change the value here. Example down here, okay, I only want let's say 2 number, maximum 2 from this 9 number in each ticket. Okay, so I click OK, I do a full view, and you notice that it will reduce the number according to the grouping. Okay, this group is quite a big one, so if you want to really control, you have to know how to reduce the grouping. Make sure your selection, your value, your size here, minimum add up. All these 5 group add up. Minimum must be more than your system. Now the system is system 6. So you see I have add up, it's about 7 numbers. So it's alright. But don't do like that. There are only 5 number and your system is 6, you will get a zero view, nothing. Okay, this is wrong. So you must have a minimum at least 6 or 7. Okay, let's say I try like that and do a full view. Yeah, you see? So you will reduce to a few thousand tickets to a few hundred tickets. This is how you reduce using the dynamic group filter. Okay, the next one I want to explain is the number filter group. Number filter group is very, very special. it is a statistic based on this one. You must analyze the number spent. Okay. Now, once you analyze the number spent and you determine what will be the next number spent, then you apply the filter. Just for an example, easy demonstration, let's say that you have you are viewing this 12 number. Okay, I paste here. Let's assume that you are viewing this 12 number. If you do a full view, it's 462 number, right? And if you have analyzed the spend, you can't be analyze all the 5 spend accurately. So usually you either analyze 2 or 3 spend. It's good enough. No need to analyze 5 spend. Okay, assuming that you analyze 3 spend. Spend 1 you got 1. Spend 2 is 2. Spend 3 is 3. Then you can use your viewer. You click on the number spend filter. You click 3 spend. Just tick 3. And the spend here you put 1, 2, and 3. Assuming that you are analyzing 1, 2, 3 but you have to analyze the spend value accurately. Okay, assuming this is the spend that you are going to play. From 462 ticket, if you do a full view with this spend, you'll see the reduction. 462 is reduced to 48 ticket. It's a lot of reduction, and the winning, of course, a jackpot because your spend is accurate. You notice that there is a jackpot, the last draw, because if your number is correct and your spend is correct, then you will get the jackpot hit. Okay, this is what it means. And you notice that the previous this draw, you also buy this 6 number, but how come there isn't any jackpot winning? Let's check the history, then you know that this is the draw. How come you never win jackpot? Because your spend is wrong. You only win 4 plus 0, 13 set. You see, the spend is, you buy 1, 2, 3, the result spend is 1, 4, 4, 4, 7. So it's out. So you will not hit the right note, the right jackpot. Okay, this is what it means. So if you're analyzing spend, make sure your spend is correct and the number is correct. So then you will see the winning. This is what we call number spend filter. It's a very useful filter, and it will reduce a lot of ticket by using a spend filter. One of the most effective filter so far. And another filter I'm going in is this column spend filter. What is column spend filter? Okay, same thing. You go to spend analysis. When come to column spend filter, you look at this column. SP1 mean column 1, SP2 mean column 2, 3 mean column 3. Okay, so what you need to do is that you analyze what will be the column 1 spend or column 2 spend. Assuming that you do an analysis and find that the column 1 is you have to tick this one and tick this one. Take all the 3. You have to take all the 3. The column 1 is let's say 10 to 14. A value of 10 to 14 on the spend 1. Then you do a full view. You'll notice that about 121 ticket. That means the spend 1 is between the value of 10 to 14. And you really go and check the history and see how is the result or not. The last draw result you definitely will hit because your spend column 1 is the correct value. So the number is correct, the spend is correct, it will give you a jackpot. This is the way how it works. Okay, let's say example you want to further reduce. So you will do another column 2 analysis. Assuming that you analyze, okay, column 2 is 1 to 4. Then you go to the viewer, you add in one more, you add in one more column filter. This time you put column 2. Column 2 maybe 1 to 4, from 1 to 4. So you find that there are 2 column filter inside the list, and you do a full view, it will reduce further to 160k. And still the same thing. You check the history, you'll find that your column filter is correct, the number is correct, you will hit the jackpot. Okay, then you can even add more further. Maybe the third one, column 3, maybe 4 to 8. And then you do a full view, and the ticket even lesser, and yet you still win the jackpot if your spend filter is correct. Spend column filter, you see, for 10 to 14, 1 to 4, 4 to 8. This is how it works for the column filter. Okay, then the next one I want to explain is the total spend filter. Okay, let me clear the filter here. Total spend filter is also all about the spend, but it is referring to this column, total spend value. So you do the analysis, you can use the graph and take a look at what is the total spend value. Okay, maybe next one is going to be in the spend value 30. Okay, then you can do the viewer, and then you click on the total spend value. You say, okay, from 29 to 30. Then you click OK, then do a full view. Yes. Oh, there isn't any of this range. I'll give you an example. Okay, because the example is using the, sorry, not this one. The example is using this result. Okay, the spend is 24, right? 24. Okay, let's say you really filter the value of 20 to 24. And then do a full view. Is 190 ticket. You check the history, because your spend is correct and your number is correct. Then you will see both draw also will hit the jackpot, because the spend is 20 to 24. This is what it means by the spend rate. What I call total spend filter. Okay, today I will stop the tutorial here. Next tutorial I will continue with another those filter below. Okay.